3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Tua. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 10.
Now Tua.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Martin.
Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
COVID-19.
Back to throw. Martin. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Pick up of 2 yards. And the Browns.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Operating from the gun, Martin. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing here, Purdy. Swinging this out for Pollard. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. A run up the middle with Irving. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You look at this Browns defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Martin. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on.
Operating from the gun, Martin. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 46-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy, no, no.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's third and a few inches. Short yardage, it's the fullback Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Third and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 Sergeant.
An inside run with Jenkins. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Go, check. Go, check. 77 Wolf. Go.
First down, right back to Judkins. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Ravens nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is caught by Addison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. The Ravens at 7-5 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Irvin. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Get set.
Once again, it's Irvin. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Irving, touchdown, Baltimore. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Back to 60, Warriors 17.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
Off the play fake. Martin. And this incomplete again to Mims. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first down, here's Judkins. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Motion man is Shakir. Second and 11. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Jake Ferguson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Handoff running left, Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
1st and 10.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second and 9. Purdy now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first and 10, here's Irvin. Shifts past him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Second down and 6 now. Here's a handoff to Irvin.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now a toss left side for Judkins.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Trying to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Off play action. Martin. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't.
Bronco switch. Go, Reed. Go. Go.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
60 Vikings.
Looking to throw. Martin. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Eagles. 60
Motion man
Eagles.
is Shakir. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass throw.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Martin going right back to Ferguson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. On the ground, it's Urban. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Unlock right. Unlock right. Ready? Go.
A give. Here's Jenkins. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
Come on. Set. Check. Bobcat. Check.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Bronco 80.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Let's go.
Judkins will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Hey,
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
He'll try again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Quinshon Judkins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Ravens 10. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. F left, on 18, watch out. Stop.
Now Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's second down.
Outside. 18.
Purdy from the gun.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. That'll give Irving running right.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Get set, get set.
Purdy to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
Get set, get set.
Throwing, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. To throw is Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
Purdy to throw. Open man. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here comes 2nd down.
Get set, get set. Run around, set.
Here's Purdy.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So, obviously, they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Dolphins will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Purdy to throw.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Bronco switch. Bronco. Go, Reed. Go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll give up the middle. Judkins. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready, set.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Street. Ready. Panther 60.
They'll give it to Jenkins.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.